Kassandra Brooks here. I would like to share with you some really important information that I feel every woman should know. How to defend yourself against an attacker. The number one way to defend yourself against an attack is to not experience one in the first place. I want to let you know that most attacks occur in the early morning. This is between 5 and 8:30. And also, the number one place that women are abducted from or attacked is the grocery store. So especially be on alert in these places and these times, ladies. Studies show that rapists are looking for easy targets. That's why I can't stress enough that you really need to be aware of your surroundings. They look for women that are digging through their purse, talking on their cell phone, just not really paying attention to what's going on around them. So you always want to be alert. Also, you want to trust your instincts. If you feel like someone is following you, or you're in an elevator or stairwell or close surroundings with someone, and they're just giving off a weird vibe or odd behavior, then you really want to diffuse the situation. Look them in the eyes, that way you have recognition of their face, and just engage in small talk or ask them a question. You know, what time is it? Oh, the weather is really cold out tonight. Just say something. This way they know that you've seen their face, that you've made eye contact, and they know that you will be able to remember them if they're ever in a police lineup. So this takes away the appeal of attacking you. Alright, so if you can tell that someone is following you or they're creeping around in the shadows, you can hear them, you can sense that they're there, you want to make it apparent to the person that you know they are there. So don't feel silly for yelling out, "Hey, I know you're there," and make it apparent that you don't want them there. Go away, leave me alone. These are all things that you should verbalize out loud because, like I said, most rapists or attackers say that they want an easy target. So they don't want someone that's going to cause trouble. So if you're making a lot of noise or telling them to go away, it's actually going to scare them away a little bit. So if you hear them, you tell them to go away, and they don't go away, you really want to ready your body in case, you know, they're going to attack you. So what you want to do is get your hands in front of you, and then also you want to put your legs in the ready stance, which you just have your legs, your feet shoulder width apart, one foot slightly in front of the other. And that's going to make it easier for you to move and be on guard. So in interviews, most attackers have said that the first thing they grab onto is a woman's hair. So this means, ladies, if you have a ponytail or you have long hair, you're more likely to be attacked. So what you want to do in that situation when you can tell that maybe attack might occur, take your ponytail down or take your long hair, and what you want to do is just tuck it into the back of your clothing. That makes it harder for them to grab onto something and to attack you. Okay, so you've readied your body, you're in the ready stance, and you've readied your hair. It's tucked in the back of your clothing. Now, what you want to do is take a personal inventory. Do I have anything that I can use as a weapon? Do I have my keys on me? Do I have my grocery bag and I have a can of soup that I can hit them with? Do I have a pen? Do I have a book? Anything that you have on you that you can use as a weapon, you want to get prepared. Alright, so now you're in your ready stance. You tucked your hair back into your clothing so it's not easy to grab onto. Now what do you want to do? Make a lot of noise! In interviews, most attackers said that they would leave a woman alone if she yelled or showed signs that she was going to fight back. So that's what you want to do. Show them that you're not going to take this. So the number one thing that you're supposed to yell? Fire! Fire! It's true. People want to see a fire. So start yelling fire and hopefully people will come over. And you want to remember that anyone that comes over is potentially someone that could save your life. And also remember that they might be in panic mode as well when they see what's going on. So you want to be very specific. And when you see someone that comes over, you want to single them out so that they know that you really need their help and that you're really asking them to get involved. So maybe you take, you know, they're wearing a shirt, pink shirt. Say, "Hey, you in the pink shirt, call 911. I need help. This guy won't leave me alone." Something to that effect, and it will make it more possible that they're going to actually call 911 and not be too scared to do that. Okay, so if you followed all these tips and the attack is still obviously going to occur, then you want to know how you can defend yourself. And I'm going to show you some great tips that any woman can do. Now, if the attacker comes and he grabs you from behind, it's going to expose this part of his arm to you, and that is very sensitive. If you pinch if you pinch yourself right there, it kind of hurts. So just imagine pinching someone really, really hard right here. I mean, as hard as you can. You don't have to lift weights to pinch somebody. So you pinch them right there, and that's really going to hurt them. Hopefully they'll let go of you and you can run away. Also, pinching is very effective on the inner thigh as well. These are the most sensitive parts to pinch. If an attacker grabs you by the wrist, what you want to do is move your wrist so that they're facing in like a waving position. Hi. And then you want to just rotate them a lot as much as you can. It's really hard to hold on to wrist bones when they're moving like this. So hopefully that will loosen his grip and you can free yourself and get out of his hold. Alright, so if you're still being attacked, you want to remember a very important thing, to use your head. Literally. The human skull is a very, very powerful weapon, and it's been shown that one hit to the nose with your head is a lot more effective than 2 punches. Alright, so remember when I told you to do that personal inventory? Hopefully you have something in your hand at this point. Whether it's a soup can or a pencil, you want to know where you're supposed to hit this person. If you have something hard and fast, you want to connect with bone. That's going to hurt the most. If you have something that's got a sharp point to it, you want to hit something soft, because then that's going to stab them. So if you have a pencil, you know, anything that's muscle, tissue, that's where you're going to hit. Soup can, face, it's really going to hurt, or anywhere that's bones. Alright, so the only time I'm going to tell you not to follow your instincts is during this situation. If they're attacking you, they're coming at you and they're hitting you, your first instinct is going to be to back away. But this is going to get you backing away, they're hitting you, it gives them a lot of room to hit you, and eventually you're going to get backed into a wall. And that's not good, because then you're not going to have a way to escape. So what you want to do in this situation is actually get closer to them. It's going to give them less room to extend and hit you with, and also it's going to open up their body to you. It's going to maybe put this in front of you, you can grab that, you can be close to them and you can be pinching them, you can be hurting them, you can knee them in the groin, anything you have to do to hurt them back and to make them stop. So do not get backed into a wall, do not go away from their advances. So if the attack has progressed and now you find yourself on the floor, I'm going to show you some ways to get out of that. What you want to do if someone has you pinned on your stomach is, first of all, you want to put your hands in front of your chest, because you want to make it so that you can be able to breathe. So you have that there, and that gives you a little bit of leverage during the situation. Then also, it's better if you can roll yourself a little bit onto one hip and put your leg up, your one knee bent. And eventually, when this person moves, they're going to have to move to attack you, then you can kick them with your free leg. So if you've been pinned down to the ground and you're on your back, what you want to do is wait for your moment to explode and escape. So be complacent for just a moment, and you'll find that he has to take his hand off of you or move somehow in order to continue the attack. And when he does, he's going to free some part of your body. And whatever he frees, you're going to want to use that by any means you can. I mean, kick, pinch, punch, gouge, anything you can, and as fast as you can in order to get this person off of you. Hopefully none of you have to use any of these moves I just showed you or tips I just told you, but it's always better to be prepared for any situation you might find yourself in.
Candy came from out on the island. In the back room she was everybody's darling, but she never lost her head. Even when she was giving head, she says, "Hey babe, take a walk on the wild side."